My name is Krishnamohan and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the evolution of Resident Evil engine from reinvention to Resident Evil 9. In 2017, Capcom made a quiet but revolutionary move. They didn't just release a new horror game, they rebuilt the survival horror from the engine up. With Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Capcom introduced something that would define the next generation of horror, the RE engine. Everyone who played the game, when you start up the game, boot up the game, you have seen R engine, a engine specifically to Resident Evil. Today we are breaking down why Capcom abandoned their old tech, how the RE engine reinvented Resident Evil, how it evolved through remakes and Village, and what it could mean by Resident Evil 9. Let's go back to where it all began. Before the RE engine crisis and reinvention, before 2017, the franchise was drifting. Resident Evil 6 pushed action over horror. It sold well, but fans were divided. Capcom realized something critical. Resident Evil didn't need to be louder, it needed to be scarier. To do that, they needed a new foundation. The old empty framework engine wasn't built for intimate horror, photorealistic environments, and modern lighting system. So Capcom built entirely new, internally designed specifically for next-gen survival horror, and they named it Reach for the Moon Engine, short to RE Engine. RE Engine debuted Resident Evil 7. When Resident Evil 7 launched, player immediately noticed something different. It wasn't a first-person perspective; it was detailed, photorealistic textures, hyper-real face scanning, real-time dynamic lighting, claustrophobic interiors rendered with incredible fidelity. The Baker house felt real, not cinematic real, uncomfortably real. The RE engine was optimized for fast loading, stable performance, high detail even on base console, seamless indoor horror environments. It also powered VR, something few engines handled smoothly at that time. This wasn't a graphical update, it was an atmospheric engine. Expansion through remakes RE2 and RE3. Then came Resident Evil 2, and suddenly RE engine proved something crucial. It wasn't limited to first person horror. It handled third person gameplay, complex AI system like Mystery X, large interconnected maps, cinematic cutscenes with seamless transition. Lightning in RPD station became a masterclass in tension design. Shadows weren't decoration. There were gameplay mechanics. Then came Resident Evil 3, more action heavy, more open city spaces. The engine adapted smoothly. Capcom wasn't just improving graphics, they are refining a flexible horror framework. Resident Evil Village scale and style. With Resident Evil Village, the RE engine evolved again. Village introduced large outdoor environments, ray tracing support, faster asset streaming, more stylized gothic architecture, massive character models like Lady Demetrius. The engine now handled intimate horror, action set pieces, open snowy landscape, and gothic cascades, all while maintaining high performance on consoles. Capcom had achieved something rare, an engine that scaled without losing identity. Resident Evil 4 Remake Persistent Compact. With Resident Evil 4 launched, it showcased the most polished version yet. The RE engine now supported dynamic weather system, real-time mud, rain, and debris physics, enhanced enemy disarmament detail, advanced facial animation. Compact felt heavier, more grounded. The engine was no longer about horror, it was about immersion. Toward Resident Evil 9, what's next? Now we look toward Resident Evil 9. With official details remain with the release of Resident Evil 9, we can think of new graphics, large open city area, AI evolution, photorealism, action and set pieces. Hope everyone at least played the game or at least seen the footage with like trailer or gameplay of your favorite stream. You know how Resident Evil changed quite a bit. It is more like the engine is now it can be how to say switched from first person and third person in mid also. Our engine has been completely reworked actually. You don't have to go to main menu. You can just you can while playing the game you can switch between characters. And when playing as a Grace, it is more horror focused, and while playing as a Leon, it is more of action focused. So you know how our engine has traveled through the phases like action mode, horror mode, switch between first and third person. And if you know about it, if you are in playing as a third person or a first person, certain cutscenes will be automatically adjusted, and it will all be like seamless loading. The RE engine just didn't revive Resident Evil, it becomes Capcom backbone. It now powers many new of the games by Capcom to technological leadership. Instead of licensing Unreal or Unity, they build control internally, and that control the identity of modern Resident Evil. And modern Resident Evil is now powered and future run by Reach the Moon engine. Resident Evil survived for nearly 3 decades, but in 2017 it reinvented itself at the core. The RE engine wasn't just a technical upgrade, it was a philosophy shift. Back to fear, back to atmosphere, back to survival. And as we approach Resident Evil 9, one thing is clear. The engine that began in a haunted Lusania farmhouse may soon be the franchise's most ambitious evolution yet. If you enjoy the deep dives into game engine, development philosophy, and how technology shapes storytelling, let me know what engine or franchise I should analyze next and tell me next. Do you think RE9 will return to pure horror or evolve into something bigger in future franchises like RE10 on future and beyond? If you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And there's a buy me a coffee donation link. You can support me through that. Thank you guys. I'll see you next video.